All right, good morning, students at Timberline. For today's advisory, we're going to focus on recalling some of the information that we talked about before we headed for break, were those large categories of personalized pathways or post high school options. The main options that we talked about were military careers, 2 and 4 year colleges, apprenticeships, and the workforce, getting right into a job, let's say, right after high school. So we took some time, we reflected on what options we're considering individually, and now we want to put that choice into Career Planner so we have that ready for our conference. And every student will make that selection today if they haven't already. So we're going to get into Career Planner like we always do. Make sure you're signed into your STU account from the Google Apps menu here. Scroll down, find Career Planner, click into that, and we're going to be right here. Uh, and so we're going to go from here, we're going to go up to the top, and advisors feel free to pause every now and then to make sure your students are in the right place. But we're going to go to this top icon that has a 4 and a Y, 4 year planning, and we're going to enter that space. Once here, we're going to go to the left side, 4 year plans, and get into the 4 year plan you created. If you have not created a 4 year plan, you'll simply do that by clicking Create 4 year plan. It does not take you very long to do, and you'll have that done there. But if you already completed a 4 year plan, that will show right here. We're going to go over here to this wheel icon, and we're going to edit that icon to make sure that we have our post high school pathway selected. It'll first show you in your plan all the credits that you've earned. And I'll get back to that in just a minute because there's some confusion going around about this portion of Career Planner. But we're going to right now go into Post Secondary Planning, that tab at the top here, and go to Post Secondary Plan. And again, this is our reflection of the options that were presented. We're going to select with the item that we think at this moment is the direction we're headed. So we're going to hit select on the right, and it gets into a little more specifics here for some of these things. But if you are interested in looking into an apprenticeship, employment is going to be the world of work right after you graduate, the workforce, military, and so on. You just click the one that's appropriate for you and add post-secondary plan, and you have that. And we're going to change this every year. This isn't something that you're stuck with. We know plans change for most of our students, but for now, we're making that individual determination. And once we have something listed in this box right here, then we're good to go with this part of advisory for today. Now, going back to our credits and such, a lot of you will go into the graduation monitor to see where your credits are. And you'll notice that some of you, you know that you're on track and it says that you're at risk. So I just wanted to point out that this graduation monitor is interesting to look at, but please don't be worried by what you see here because your credits from Skyward and from Timberline do not flow into this graduation monitor um, fully in an accurate way. So there are some mistakes. It's not anything that you've done. It's just how these systems talk to each other that not all the credits are filling in all the right spots. But I will show you a better way to look at your credits right now. So after we've filled in the uh, post high school pathway, I'll go back here, and it kind of took us out of that 4Y to begin with. Um, Bear with me here. Got back into our pathway. This is the same here. This is just an overall summary of your credits. These might be some things that you've taken in the past, and it won't show you broken down, although in this chart it does. Again, don't pay too much attention to this. It's not fully accurate. But what I would like you to do is go into Skyward, and you're going to get into graduation requirements. So when you're in your Skyward, graduation requirements on the left-hand side, that tab, will show you a little bit easier way to read where your credits are. So in this case, we have 23 credits completed out of 24 that are required. Um, and you can see that it's not even accurate there. There's only one left, but it's showing that there's 1.5 remaining. So this is this is something that you can look at, you can double check, make sure that it's accurate for you. You can click into these courses to see which ones are filling in the right spots. You might find that in some of the elective areas, there's a credit or two that is put into the electives that should be in one of these core areas, so you can find out where the mistake is from the computer system. Okay. If you want to confirm that what you're seeing is either accurate or not, you can always make an appointment with your counselor. We will be the final person to determine if you're on track or not. If you just want peace of mind, please feel free to do that, is make an appointment with your counselor. But this view right here should probably give you most of the information. And like I said, there may be a slight error or two, but most of the information is accurate from this view. This is the best view that we have. Okay. And and so I just also wanted to point out a couple other things, particularly for seniors. Right before we headed to break, the latest scholarship list was given to you in Skyward, so you can click that to view that attachment. You all should be looking for scholarships right now, whether it's a 2-year technical, 4-year college. Um, be looking at those that apply to you and you can look into. A lot of good information here at Skyward. I know not everyone pays attention to this, but really this is the real busy time of year for scholarships. So seniors really need to be paying a close attention to those lists. And then we also sent out something on December 15th, that last week before break, about filling out your FAFSA. Again, this is for seniors. Getting that FAFSA completed now helps you with scholarships. It helps you get that information you need uh, to move on to college, find out how much it will cost you. Only about 24, 25% of our seniors right now have completed a FAFSA, which is really low. We need to bring that number up and get our students ready to make those applications because, again, this is the application season, this is the financial aid season, scholarship season. Get that all figured out for you. So that's what we're completing in advisory today. We are filling out our post-secondary plan based on the information that we learned the last couple of weeks in advisory. We're going in, we're looking at some of our credits from the graduation requirements tab in Skyward. And after that, I think another good thing for you to do would be to click into your grade book in Skyward and perhaps show that to your advisor and see how you're doing as we finish these final few weeks of first semester.